Today marks the realization of an 18-year effort to permanently honor our region's 67 fallen heroes who lost their lives in the line of duty. With this memorial, we hope that is going to be worthy of their sacrifice. This will also serve as a living monument to those fire and EMS personnel who risk their lives for our community and our region every day. The Memorial Association wishes to thank all of the individuals, companies, nonprofit groups, and fire service organizations that helped bring this dream to life, including our major donors whose names will be displayed on one of the memorial's 3 triangles. We also want to profusely thank the City of Centerville for giving this memorial its permanent home in this beautiful place that will prove ideal for visitation and remembrance, especially City Manager Greg Horn and City Planner Steve Feverston, without whose help we wouldn't be standing here today. And now it would be my honor to introduce the leader of this fine city, His Honor, Mayor Mark Kingseed.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's really an honor for me to have an opportunity on behalf of the citizens of this community to welcome you here and to participate in this ceremony. I want to express my thanks to Rod and to all the hundreds of people over almost 2 decades who have helped make this day a reality. It's a very important thing, and I think their dedication through good times and bad has been commendable, and that's in fact why we're able to be here today. I think it's very important that the society create memorials to acknowledge those deserving special recognition, because the memorial makes tangible what is in a person's heart. And the memorial provides a place to go to remember and to reflect upon the sacrifice of those that we honor today. And a memorial, by its very presence, demonstrates the values that society believes are most deserving of respect, emulation, and honor. And the memorial that we break ground on today accomplishes all of those objectives. We know that when a person is having one of the worst days of their lives, with their home in flames or a loved one in danger, the firefighters and the EMTs are going to risk their own lives to protect us. So this memorial is a way to say thank you for that dedication and for that service. We also know that this community and this state and this nation understand quite well that sometimes when a firefighter and an EMT goes out on a call or goes out on a mission, that they do not always come back. And so this memorial is a place to reflect and to remember and to give thanks. We also know that the traits which motivate those who choose the firefighting profession are the traits that the society respects and needs the most. Hard work, self-sacrifice, and a dedication and desire to protect others, even at a risk to their own lives and their own well-being. I think there's no word in the English language that is more misused today than the word hero. That term is applied to athletes or politicians or television personalities. People who, in spite of what good they do, they don't deserve that title. And in fact, sometimes I think society has stretched the term hero so far that the word almost has no meaning. But of course, there are real heroes in this country, and we are honoring them today. Men and women who chose to put their own lives at risk to protect their fellow citizens. Men and women who overcame their own fear to do what they had to do to live up to their duty to the public and to their colleagues. Men and women who lost their lives while fighting to save the lives of others. The firefighters and the EMTs who we honor today were the best among us. They are, in fact, the true heroes that we honor. This memorial will be a place to honor them, to respect them, and to remember them, and to dedicate ourselves to live up to the example that they have left us. Thank you.
There is another very important person standing with us today, and he's the creator of what this memorial is going to be. He's an internationally renowned sculptor with works of art in 24 countries around the globe. John was selected by our Juried Arts Committee from a statewide competition to design and build this memorial. As well as a fine artist, we've learned what a great human being John is, and he's been very patient with us since 2007 when he actually won the Juried Arts competition, and while we were busy getting our ducks in a row. I'd like to introduce to all of you John Barlow Hudson.
Hi folks, this is a tremendous honor. When I was thinking about the project, I did a lot of research about memorials for firefighters, and so many of them were bronze sculptures of firefighters. And I sort of wanted to do something different, but I also wanted to symbolize or distill the essence of what firefighters are about. And so I developed this idea of symbolizing the fire, the actual fire, with a triangle. Obviously the red is significant of both fire as well as fire trucks. And in the design of the major triangle, I referenced the truck as well as the fire. The spirit of the firefighter that we've lost is, the memory is there in shape, but the essence, the body, is moved on to another plane. And that's what I was trying to symbolize with the sculpture. To me, that is it's a little bit more what it is in reality than a bronze sculpture. There you're trying to mimic a firefighter, whereas here we're getting down to the essence of that missing family member and firefighter. So I hope you like the symbolism that I dealt with. And again, this is the one of the most important things that a sculptor or a sculpture can do is memorialize an important aspect, like the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, for example. It's just a real culmination of the sculptural object or environment. So I'm really thrilled to be able to build this piece for the firefighters in this area. So it's a great honor. Thank you very much.
We cannot begin to thank the Centerville City Council enough for believing in this project and giving us their unconditional support throughout this entire process since we began holding the annual memorial service here in 2000. Again, to the family members who have just helped us turn this, I'm sorry that this took so long, but we're here. At any rate, I hope you'll all come up and avail yourself of a look at the model that's up here. This is just that. It's a model, and you kind of have to use your imagination as far as where the pavers and the steel and everything is. One of the things that's interesting about this concept, and you can't really see it right now because the sun is right up overhead, but just this model here, when the sun shines in the face of it, the diamond plate creates 1,000 points of light, and the sunlight actually creates 3 or 4 silhouettes on the bricks and shadows on the bricks and the grass. Everybody that looks at this, I think, comes away with something a little bit different, but to me it's pretty symbolic of our brothers and sisters who've crossed over, who are in a different dimension now, a dimension of light. Thank you all so very much for joining us today. The official dedication ceremony and the annual memorial event are going to take place on Sunday, October 17th at 1:30 p.m. And at that time we will, God willing, we'll be unveiling this great memorial for the very first time. And thank you all very much for coming today, and God bless you all. Be careful going home.
Thank you, Rod.